Schindler's playing well. He'll fancy himself here. 16 for tops.
76.
Big ask for Bocek.
Session you require 170.
Needs another. He will be livid that he lost the line. Now Schindler does have a chance
40.
again for 3-0.
Game
A chance he doesn't squander. And maybe this is the kind of game that Schindler needs. That streak might be over if Schindler keeps going this way, but that might be the catalyst that Sebastian needs. First maximum of the match by either player.
I mean, in fairness to the German players, Klose, Schindler and Clemens all won their qualifiers to get to the World Series. They're saving themselves for the stage.
Yeah, maybe they are. This is a pretty big stage and a very big audience in a very impressive big arena. Bit muggy today, not very hot. Conditions are pretty good, as long as you like a little bit of humidity. But then again, for a dart player, that's not a bad thing, because you'd much rather be a little bit warm than a little bit cold.
Yeah, I won't bring up that UK Open from a few years ago during the big freeze.
Please don't. I never want to play darts at -1 Celsius ever again. Oh, look how good that is. Right in the middle for Shindy. 5-0 up. And the only thing I've had to say about Sebastian all year is that I believe he's better at tops and 10s than 16s and 8s because of the way his darts sit in the board, because they do kink to the right a little bit. But as for looking at it from the side, that is as good as it gets.
Martin require 145.
This would be pretty good, but it's not going to go. Does get the ball this time. Perfect setup to leave double 12. And all Bocek can do is hope and pray.
I don't think his prayers are going to be answered. Schindler's been too good, and he's maintained that 100 average pretty much the entire match. Started with a 14 darter, and his worst leg has been 16. And that is a 13 darter. His best, or equal best, of the match. I wonder if he'll eclipse it today. Anton's not going to eclipse his 145 from yesterday, but he was very close to getting a shot at double 10. That's something very similar.
Well, Danny Noppert has burst into life after that slow opening leg. He should get a dart for the leg. It is 1 at the bull. And he's not very far away.
Antonio require 40.
When that left his hand, he probably thought it was good. Line was perfect. This is a double where the line doesn't have to be perfect, but the weight of dart needs to be perfect. And that is both line and weight perfect. Maybe he'll go there after picking up his first European Tour title, because he hasn't got one yet.
He hasn't. He's certainly got the game to do it. He's demonstrating it here. Once again, he puts himself in a position to get the break he needs. Östlund cannot produce the bit of magic, and Noppert would love to at double 18. Needs to make sure he at least gets 1 at bull to finally get his nose in front in this game.
You can sense the importance. It's double 5.
82.
He wasn't cautious with it.
Require 48.
Did have a look before it dipped under the green bed. But now Östlund could survive on his own throw once again. Double 8. And he does take the lead again.
It's just succession of big 20s here. Anton Östlund is creeping down towards a finish. Danny Noppert is a golden chance for him, and he might just take it now.
I like the bull here. That's a great dart, don't get me wrong. He's got himself in a better position. But had he gone for the 25 and bull, he would have got himself into the same sort of range, and that's an easier shot than the 51. How often do we see in games like this a bullseye checkout, changing it all? Is he going to need the bullseye?
Oh my, treble 15 for tops. Well, what a mess. Danny
74.
Noppert has had opportunities, but limited opportunities, and then he squandered the best one of the match. He's going into a 7th visit on the Ursland throw.
They've both had 9 darts at double in this match, and they've both hit 4. That's changed.
18.
And something else might change. That's the first time that someone has
16.
flinched on their own throw, pretty much. It's 8-8 for that valued break of throw that he needs in this contest. And he doesn't freeze under pressure.
Oh, such an important dart. Gets him to a 1 treble combo. Anton Ursland, who won his game yesterday with a huge combination finish. But he turned this one around. Oh, it's just the wrong side of the wire.
Just for a second, he thought it was good. And then the second look didn't yield what he wanted. Now he just has to dodge a 108 to potentially take us all the way in what's been a fascinating contest. Still on. And now he goes into next door, Goldilocks style.
Gasps from the Hungarian crowd. Anton Ursland and Danny Noppert are both on double 19. Ursland missed 3 darts in the last leg. He does not miss this time. He breaks back immediately.
I think most people thought that Danny would be too strong for Anton.
58.
That may still be the case. This one is in the balance, but Ursland will feel very edgy about how things are about to turn out. He finished yesterday with a 145.
99.
This would trump that because it's to make Sunday and the last 16 of the Hungarian Darts Trophy.
This is Alan Suter sort of stuff. But he's not going to repeat the trick and win the match with a big finish like he did yesterday.
60.
He is down to 90. Danny Noppert may only get 1 at the ball. He'd love to at double 12. It's a great dart. Match darts, Danny Noppert. And the freeze gets out of it by the narrowest of margins.
$425.
Just looks a bit wild today, Roby John Rodriguez. He's always got a very sort of explosive throwing action. Arms going all over the place, but he just seems to be a bit scrappy.
96.
It's a better visit from him.
29.
There's your double-double. Well, he tried.
89. Roby requires 89.
Tops, but Roby John, for what a few legs ago looked like an unlikely break. He does get it.
Roby John Rodriguez.
It's lovely from Roby John. A 15 darter followed by a 14 darter.
But he continues to find the trebles, and it's just proper Jekyll and Hyde stuff, this from Roby John Rodriguez. Ryan Searle is trying to hit back.
Needs to hit back as well because Roby John is beginning to motor. Double 4.
Good shot of 7 there, Ryan Searle.
Well, the 2-dart finishing's been pretty good from both players.
I think Ryan Searle's a little spell here where he's had 10 out of 11 perfect darts. Well, that's not going to help. And that little run comes to a shattering end, but he's still putting pressure on the Rodriguez throw in what is a tight game.
96, Ryan 157.
For a biggie, treble 19. Well, it was such a good first start. Thought he was destined to follow it up.
Roby requires 74.
Both on 74. Roby John goes to 14s. Wants double 16. And gets it as well. The finishing from Roby John Rodriguez. He's excellent. He's 62.5% on the doubles. From this position. Surely, Roby John. Oh, he will not finish it with a perfect leg, but it is a brilliant start as he tries to close out this contest.
140.
It's a pretty good response from Searle, but Roby John will feel really comfortable now.
126.
Well, it's not bad. It leaves a very manageable two-darter. Ryan Searle needs two trebles.
134.
He's keeping himself in it, but Roby John to finish with an 11-darter. He wants tops.
36.
Two match darts have come and gone.
146.
And this would be monstrous.
Can't be done, and Roby John Rodriguez, who'd been finishing so well all game, has missed two match darts. He's get three more here. Right on the wire, needs to move. Finds the target and beats Ryan Searle for the first time. Roby John Rodriguez is in the final day of the Hungarian Darts Trophy.
Him maybe even winning the World Championship. Do you remember when they were talking about that? They don't seem to be having the same sort of conversation at the minute, but there is time yet. The weather's only just starting to get cold here in the Northern Hemisphere.
Yeah, he was something like the fifth favourite, wasn't he, to win the Worlds last year, which
96.
to me was a little bit mad for someone with as little experience as Josh Rock had.
Yeah, and you have to remind yourself that he's the world number 27. This is the ball.
Good.
And it's wonderful. Another big checkout from MDD.
Mike throw first.
Say only. 94 might be enough to win this game.
140.
But I stress, if it is, maybe there will be plenty of missed darts at double along the way.
I'm pretty confident that
96.
81 won't be. And that's what Josh Rock is averaging right now. It's been a slow start for Rocky.
Playing in his 11th European Tour event of the year. He will play in a 12th. He's qualified for Hildesheim, of course. Number 5 seed.
48.
Running a risk here of being 2-0 down. He's not finding his scoring boots at all. In his first 9, he's averaging less than 81. Dijk is having for breakfast at the minute.
Good.
And that's another ton plus out.
Mike Dijk. The leg is Josh throw first.
Is Josh Rock going to apply some pressure? Because don't rule out the 152 for Dijk, whatever you do.
152.
Well, this is a very Ross Smith finish, like you said yesterday. But it's not going to go for Mike.
42.
Well, that's the 2 off the end. That's about as positive as I can be about that last dot.
14 and bull.
59.
Josh Rock can't do what Mike Dijk did in leg 1 and finish on the bull.
He can't get another 15-darter, as he's already thrown 15 before that visit. But he might get a 4th leg.
Good.
Oh, my word.
Fourth leg, Mike Dijk.
He is hitting Josh Rock with a heavy, heavy bat.
Game.
There are players who are in this draw who have that first dart go in, and if they don't get a 60 with dart 2, they will show a reaction. Dijk here is showing great patience and great poise, and he might be showing us the biggest finish of the lot. Oh, come on. Come on. It's in. There you go. He's been hanging out with Roby John Rodriguez this weekend. Well, that wasn't too close.
125. Joshua 146.
What was that?
I don't know. Wrong club.
99.
He needed a pitching wedge, not an 8-iron. The fact of the matter is, he's got to recompose now to get the 5-0 lead for a triple break. Oh, boy. 3 breaks of throw, and it's only 1 more hold that he needs. See, that was just holding at the back end of that drawback just a little longer than usual. But not on darts 2 and 3.
Yeah, he's maybe just hoping for the perfect first dart, and then he feels he'll be able to follow it with darts 2 and 3.
You do see that from other players. They're more of an aimer on dart 1, and then they just let it flow with darts 2 and 3. Gary Anderson's like that. Another big finish. Needed. Taken. He will go to £13,000 in the European Championship Order of Merit. That will elevate him to position 34. He needs to be in the top 32 to get to Dortmund. Must win this game and win more, because he's not going to be in Hildesheim next month. But the comeback is definitely on. If this goes in, I'm positive that dart did not settle in his grip the way he wanted. This is for the knockout blow and to keep his charge to Dortmund alive.
Has to shuffle across for tops.
36. Joshua
It's a rare miss.
20.
And this could be the rock reprieve. Up for double five now.
10.
It's not happening for him. He knows it.
Yeah, some days it just doesn't work.
40.
Averaging over 90, but it doesn't feel like it.
The
Dijk is just too good. And he does still have some life in getting to Dortmund. And we have accused Woodhouse in the past of dropping his positivity very early, or too early. What we're seeing from him very lately is a lot more composure, a lot more poise, and a better rhythm. We have talked about it so much that he can't ignore the fact that he's a better player when he's got a good rhythm.
He doesn't even know he's changing his rhythm up sometimes. I've spoken to him about it. But right now, he knows he's playing well.
He requires 72.
Double 12. That's a poor dart. But that is a brilliant recovery. Again, went through the process, gave it the best chance. But Rob Cross is coming back into this game. He's getting better. Luke Woodhouse has just eased off a little. He's still playing well.
98.
But he leaves the 72 he took out earlier on.
Well, this has got to be 6/18s, isn't it? Another. That's why he goes this route. The best 54 shooter in the world.
128.
If he'd hit that, we had a game on our hands. Can Woodhouse stretch the lead to 2 again?
Woodhouse gets one dart at tops. Cross missed. And Woodhouse hits. Massive, massive moment for Woody.
Over the last couple of European Tour events, he's been given someone who's playing on home soil. He's beaten them both. That shows even more mental strength than I thought he had right now. But one thing that's changed technically with Woodhouse is that drawback. You say it's going to the chin. In previous times, it was going towards the neckline. It was deeper. He shortened it, and it looks so much more controlled than ever.
And at the minute he's in control of this game. He really would be if Cross misses this dart at double 16, or he'd have a chance to be. But Cross does not miss. He is 75% on the double. Well, this is a golden opportunity. A reminder, Woodhouse winning this game does not put him in the provisional spots for the Grand Prix. However, if he wins this game and the next one, then it could be happening. And Luke Woodhouse is going to get a chance to beat the world number 8.
57. Luke, you require 129.
And he's got 6 darts minimum to do it. To keep his charge alive. To be within £750 of Ricardo Petrenko in that Grand Prix race.
Yep.
In old money,
89.
that's one match. Doesn't really matter about the monetary value. It's about how many games do I have to win. And that will decrease from 2 to 1 if he hits double 16.
Jan van Veen could yet be a spanner in the works for Luke Woodhouse, but he is doing his bit so far this weekend. And he has done it again. It is a massive win and an impressive one as well from Luke Woodhouse. Well, that doesn't help him out. Neither does that.
28.
Real mess of a visit. 2 treble visit in return from Scott Williams could get him right back in this leg.
134. Dijk require 96.
So to respond to Scott Williams' opening salvo of 14 darts, Dirk can't do the same across for double 9.
78.
The old tricky switch, as we call it, and it was tricky for Dirk.
Just didn't seem to have the darts set right in his hand there. That one found the mark for Williams, as did that one, and he leaves the arm out there, holds the pose.
96.
He's sneaking up on the outer rail again in this leg, Scott Williams. Maximum of his own to apply the pressure on Dirk van Dijvenbode.
Well, he was hoping to leave double 14, so Scott Williams
62.
for a hold of throw, but for another 5-visit leg. Double 8. Beautifully done.
Third leg. Scott Williams.
Halfway to victory, and Dirk van Dijvenbode.
But right now, it's Scott Williams who is in such a strong position in this match.
Dirk snaps back into life. Williams needed a biggie.
64.
Well, trims off 64 to leave him a straight ton. 2 chances at double 8, and he takes it first time of asking.
Let's see. Still favourite to hold his throw here. And the scoring is not a problem. The man is piling into the treble 20 so regularly in this game.
We're in double figures for 180s.
100. Dirk, you require
Williams
83.
does get to a finish. Double 16. Straight in. The comeback is on.
We'll get a look at it in this one for the match. But Dirk van Dijvenbode is on top. So if the 170 doesn't go, Van Dijvenbode has got a great chance to get one of the breaks he needs. And it is a great chance for Dirk van Dijvenbode. Is Scott Williams just faltering a little, having raced into that 5-2 lead?
Up for double 5.
30.
Dirk's faltering on the doubles yet again.
86.
3 from 14 is not good enough. Scott Williams steadies himself, and he takes the victory. And it is another departure for a seeded player. Dirk van Dijvenbode will be baffled by that game. Yeah, I've got to concur, actually. I can't think of one off the top of my head that's been quite as shocking.
108.
Doesn't look like it's going to happen. He's playing at a very good level today, is Damon. That first 9 is a monstrous worry for the first Hungarian to make it through to round 2. And this crowd, they were loud. They're getting quieter by the minute. And listen to that. One of the godfathers of Hungarian darts. And the fact that that left-hander didn't get the first win, and subsequent others didn't, but it's Nando Mayor that has, that would have surprised me, especially 11 years later.
Yeah, I think when I looked at the draw, my prediction, if I had to tip one of them, would have been Patrick Kovac against Roby John Rodriguez. I've got to admit, I didn't really give Mayor a big chance against Petrenko. Still do this. Now he can't.
38.
No real pressure applied, though. Mayor way back. He's not even half his score after 9 darts.
Well,
45.
Damon's in cruise control right now, and he's moseying along at about 50 miles an hour. Double 15. He can do what he wants. This is very useful. He's living in a 95 average range.
We are coming back to Hungary, and we're going to Switzerland, and we're going to Belgium twice. Antwerp as well as Visa.
Yeah, I can't wait to go back to Belgium. They do the best custard eclairs. But this is a match-winning shot for Damon Heta. Will he dispatch Nando in no time at all?
Just a big 18, played it safe.
61.
Heta can't win it on the ball.
112.
What does Nando have up his sleeve? That's a good guide, surely. Just beneath.
The only thing he had up his sleeve was arm hair by the looks of it.
60.
Because now Damon Heta, who's 25. One of the elite 25 checkout specialists in the world, finds his way to a 0 win. Just too strong, but that first 9. But he is going into a major tournament that he's won twice before.
Can he get another in there? Yes, he can for double 18.
138.
Well, that double cost him a World Championship final. And it's also possibly going to cost him leg number 5.
56.
But he gets a reprieve.
18.
To hold his throw. There was always room there. It wasn't like the double 10 ones where it was incredibly unlucky. Those were no real help, were they?
This would help Cullen for a 6-visit break of throw. That's where this game is living.
Games on the 5th leg, Joker.
Not a classic by any means, but that Joe Cullen fan is maybe a little happier now. You wouldn't think it. But we're not going to Gibraltar by the end of the year. We're going to Hildesheim to climax the season this time. The last time we did that was 2016. When Alan Norris beat Jelle Klaassen.
110.
It's on. Only just. And there it is, Joe Cullen. Like, I make this point a lot. Take the next shot. Give it the proper attention.
What's really difficult, apart from watching James Wade hit his first 180, is look at that follow through of Cullen. Straight down the line. He's completing the dart fully and still staying in motion. That is real skill and commitment to the throw, because there's a temptation to drag that on to the left too early, which would drag the dart to his left on the board.
Yeah, it's not a classical action by any means, but there's so much good stuff about it. And a lot of it is the pace and the rhythm and the repetition. And that's good stuff from James Wade. It's a 12 darter, really impressive leg of darts, best one of the match. Yeah, it was some rise from James Wade, and he remains one of the most successful players in the history of the sport. But we've not seen the real Wade this afternoon. We've not seen the real Joe Cullen, but Cullen looks like he's going to put himself in a position where he can win this game.
Might be one of those rare occasions as well where Wade loses with the higher average.
Yeah.
It does, or it has felt this game like he's been wading through mud. But it looks like Cullen's got bigger shoes.
Well, there was that 5th leg where he missed 4 darts to go 3-2 up. That allowed Cullen to take the lead for the first time, and he's been able to defend it. And he's 2 darts away, potentially.
Yep, 182.
Oh, the 18s, you would think?
58.
Does get down to a finish, but Joe Cullen, treble 19, double 16 to wrap things up.
Asking ye shall receive. He's still undefeated against James Wade on the European Tour.